Hey everyone, welcome to Nicole's Needlework. Today is Saturday, May 4th, and it's right around 11:30 a.m. Stitch Mania has started, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing a project every other day, so I've started 2 projects so far. Tomorrow I get to start another one. And lately I've been really liking the Tiny Decisions app. I started using it a couple weeks ago, and just to pick out different samplers to work on while I'm working on the main one, Sarah Casey Unwin, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like, Tiny Decisions, and you just put in different projects that you're wanting to stitch, and then you can choose for it not to pick the same project again. Let me see if I can show you that. So I have what should I stitch and Stitch Mania, and then when you go to edit it, you check non-repeating section, and then it won't pick the same one again. So that's what I've been doing to just kind of switch it up. So since I did that, I have quite a few things I worked on. This is my whip. Oh, my whips are in here. Whips and some kits, mainly whips. So I started with Pink House Sampler. I got that out and I worked on it a little bit. And this is by Plum Street Samplers. And I just got a little bit of the bottom border done. Or this, I started filling in the grass right here, and then working on getting those flowers put in, because I realized I really need to fill in grass areas first after doing Martha Pudsey, and I missed some little motifs, and I missed like one of the sheep doesn't have feet. So I realized I really need to get the stuff in the grass done first and then fill in around it, because I don't know, I just couldn't I just kept missing them. So, and these are the called for threads, General Arts, Classic Color Works, I think that's it, yep. And this linen is 40 count. It was Park City Blend by R&R, but I washed it, and I think I washed most of the dye out, so now it's just kind of a cream. But I love that. So that was fun to work on for a little bit. So I also worked on, so I put tags on these so I could just go through, and I put them in alphabetical order. Spring at Hollyberry Farm. Let me see. Let me stick this here. Sorry. So I worked on this a little bit. Let's see. I worked on the border a little bit. And then I got the horse. The horse is a little stripy, but I'm leaving it for now. I may fix it one day, but for now he's just gonna be a stripy horse. And that's what I got done on that. So that's fun. I love this. This is 36 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. And I'm using all the called for threads, which are all General Arts. And I decided to just stick with this Banker's Gray. Should be Banker's. No, Barn Gray, sorry. Even though it's a little purple, I think it looks fine. Okay, I had to let Ginger in. She's right there. I told her to stay in her bed. She's not staying. Okay, so worked on Stacy Nash, Spring at Hollyberry Farm, and then I worked on His Eyes on the Sparrow a little bit by Heartstring Samplery. And I just finished the little lamb. I swear I've done this lamb like 5 times. But we're not going to talk about that, right? And I'm not changing linens. I know I teased about changing linens. Although I do really love 36 count Picture This Plus. It's probably one of my favorite linens right now, but I'm not going to change. And so I was going to go stitching today at Panera in Summerville, South Carolina, but I've been busy like the past month every weekend. So my mother-in-law, my dad, and then last week I took Matthew to play Magic the Gathering. There was a pre-release, so that took all day. And I really just wanted a day just to stay home and kind of do nothing, just veg out. So I didn't go. I hope to go next time because I always have a lot of fun. But these are just the Call for Colors. So we have Weeks and Gentle Arts. Yeah, Weeks and Gentle Arts. And this is 40 Count Legacy by Picture This Plus. Not changing the linen. Let's see, anything else in here? Great, okay. This one I haven't worked on in a long time. And this is Francis Eden by Handwork. And this is on 40 count vintage light exemplar. And I'm just working on this little house down there. So I didn't really work on this a lot, probably just one day. And I'm using the old Vicki Clayton hand-dyed fiber silks. And she did a conversion for this chart. The thing about using these silks, they're a little slippery. I do like them, but they're more like almost like a rayon thread. But very pretty, and I'm enjoying that. So it was fun. This Tiny Decisions app has been fun just to pick up a sampler I probably wouldn't normally pick up and just work on it a little bit, even if it's for like an hour or two. Let me see if I worked on anything else. I took out like seasonal things. I just put in, unless they were spring or summer, I just put in, I took out the fall or the Christmas, because I'm more of a seasonal stitcher. I like to work on projects during that season, like if it's a fall piece. Oh. I didn't realize I worked on so many different projects. So I got back out Mary Gale, and this is by the Scarlet Letter. And I'm doing it on this, what I think might be 45 count. I think it said 46, but I don't think it is. I don't know. So, whoops, that's not even right. It goes like this. So I just worked on this a little bit one evening. Worked on this flower here. So I'm using DMC, and I'm stitching it 1/2. And this is vintage autumn gold. I got this piece at In Stitches in Alexandria, Virginia. Love that shop. By Lakeside Linens. And I did work on Milk and Cream Company a little bit. And this is by Plum Street Samplers. And I got started on the cow here. Got the rest of the grass done, and I worked on the cow. I think last time I had started the cow, and I got a little bit more of the cow done. And this is 40 count vintage pecan butter by Lakeside Linens. Whoops. And I worked just a tiny bit on Summer at Hollyberry Farm. And I had started this on 35 count Old Mill Java and decided I wanted to do it on 40 count. So I started a little bit on the 40 count, and I decided to go back to the 35 count since I already had quite a bit done and I'm enjoying bigger counts lately. So I got this back out. And I had all this, and this done. I just worked on the flagpole. That's all I did. But I'm glad I went back to this 35 count. I really like it. And this is by R&R, 35 count Old Mill Java by R&R. So I record my videos on my iPad, and I got a new iPad. I found a used one on eBay, refurbished. I got the iPad Pro 9.7 inch, and I got a pretty good deal. It came with keyboard and everything, and it's in great shape. I needed something with more space so I could record, edit, and upload from the same device just to make it easier. So we'll see how this goes. But so the threads I'm using are the called for Gentle Arts. So I'm glad I went back to this. I think that is all the Tiny Decisions whips I worked on. So, and I mainly worked on Sarah Casey Unwin. Worked on filling in this house some more. I got the 2 deer done there, the other cat, and I started on this up here, this tree. So I'll work on a motif and fill in the house and work on another motif. But I'm still loving this. It's by Chessie and me, Sarah Casey Unwin, 1848. And here's the threads I'm using. It's Gentle Arts, Weeks Dye Works, and oh no, excuse me. It's just Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. And this is 36 count Vintage Pearled Barley by Lakeside. So pretty. So this is like my focus piece. I want to get this done. So I forgot, this was another of my Tiny Decisions whips. And that is the Snooty Parrot sampler. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to use for this. And I was thinking of using Dinky Dye's Blue Ice, and then I was thinking of using Belle Soie Bahama Breeze. And I just wasn't completely happy with how it was looking. So I decided to just go ahead and use the Gentle Arts that it calls for, the Sea Spray. And I like it. And since I used mixture of cotton and silks on Sarah Redfern, it's kind of made me branch out a little more and start combining different types of threads, because it's really about the color, I think. And this is on 40 count Vintage Exemplar by Lakeside Linens. So I don't have the pattern because it's on my iPad. So Snooty Parrot sampler is by Barbara Anna Designs, and if you go to Creative Poppies, I think it's creativepoppies.com, or just search Creative Poppies Barbara Anna, you can find all her patterns online, and you can download them as a PDF. So for this one, I'm doing a conversion to silks, Belle Soie, Gloriana, Dinky Dyes, Thread Gatherer, They even have a Splendor in there, and then the one Gentle Arts. And that is, again, on the 40 count vintage exemplar. And this is my Mama Joan bag that I won in her giveaway that I have it in. Since I don't have a chart or anything, I just slide it all in there. Right. So, Stitch Mania started May 1st, and I used the Tiny Decisions app again to choose my projects. So as you can see, the two blacked out ones are the ones I started. So the first one was this design right here from the book In Friendship's Way by Blackbird Designs. And I decided to stitch it on 40 count, what I think might be sand by Picture This Plus. And I finished it. I started it May 1st and finished it May 2nd. So, and there's supposed to be another motif right here, but my N came so far out that I didn't put it in. I could have stuck it over here, but I just left it out. And I looked at Hobby Lobby, they don't sell this box anymore. So I might just make it into a little pin pillow. So first Mania start and finish. The next one I started was Plum Street Samplers Hen Peck. And this is on 36 count Oaken. And I had to rip out a motif right here because I was off one stitch. That's okay. I'm back on track. So I'm loving this. And these are the called for threads. Really, if you were gonna get the threads for this, there are two threads I would not buy unless you already have them. So Queen Bee, only used for the legs and beak. So I would substitute DMC. The other one, Whitewash, only used like in the eyeballs. The rest is parchment, Weeks Dye Works parchment. So, and you can use DMC B5200 instead of Whitewash. But loving it. Okay, now Ginger wanted out again. So I did have someone ask me about buying my In Friendship's Way. I'm not selling my Blackbird Designs books, mainly because they have so many projects in them that, yeah, I don't think and they go out of print, so I don't think I'll be selling these. I do sell like regular charts on Stash and Load and that sort of thing, but these books are pretty special, so I don't plan on selling them. The only other thing, sorry for reaching, that I worked on is my Shawl, Impressionist Shawl by Helen Stewart. I am getting so close to the end, and I'm sure it doesn't look like any different from last time I showed it, but I did get the lace part of this charcoal gray done. And I am just, each row is getting so long, but I hope to be done soon, just in time for summer. But man, I love these colors, and it was so funny today. I was looking in my closet, and a lot of my clothes are black, white, gray, and this color pink. So, yep, it should go with everything. But anyway. Okay, so I guess that's it. I should be back in a couple weeks to show my Stitch Mania progress, and I hope you guys have a great couple first weeks of May, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey everyone, I was getting ready to upload this video, and I realized I forgot one of the main reasons I wanted to do a video today. So You know how I added those annoying ads to the beginning of my videos? Well, I got my first check from Google, so it wasn't a lot, but I wanted to share some of it with you guys. And since I actually reached over 5,000 subscribers, which just blows me away, I'm so thankful to you all for supporting me. So I want to do a $25 gift certificate to Fire Poppies. She has an online shop, and she is getting ready to open a shop in the Charleston area. I think she is leaning towards a place in Summerville, South Carolina. So excited. I want to support her, and I want to do something nice for you guys. So I think the question I'm going to have you answer is, what are your plans for this summer? So I'm getting Bradley on Monday, and then I think maybe at the beginning of June we'll head down to Florida and see my mom for a little bit and my mother-in-law. And then we're going to go up to Michigan and see my dad and his wife and my brother and his wife and his new baby. His wife had a baby in December, Charlie, and she's so sweet and so beautiful. I can't wait to see her. So we're very excited for that. And that's about it. We may do a little side trip. We've never been to Chicago, so we're kind of thinking of seeing Chicago, but I'm not sure yet. So let me know what your summer plans are, and I will draw for the giveaway 2 weeks from now. So I can't do math right now. Let's see. It would be May 18th. So that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.